Hi everyone, I'm back again, and today I figured that since uh, it is coming out in only a couple weeks now, so excited, I would do my top 5 favorite Stephen King movie adaptations. And I didn't include any made-for-TV movies or miniseries. So the original It is out. Um, just like The Shining, I think it was like a TV remake, made for TV movie that is not on here either. So I only included major motion pictures. So anyway, without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite Stephen King movies. So coming in at number 5 is The Green Mile, which came out in 1999, and it was directed by Frank Darabont of The Walking Dead fame, and it stars Tom Hanks and Michael Clark Duncan. And it's the story of it's a story of officers on death row and their connection with the inmates. And Michael Clark Duncan's character, to me, is the most interesting story. He is wrongly accused of, we think he's wrongly accused of killing two little girls, and this movie in particular is very different from any other Stephen King adaptation. It is grounded in realism, but it definitely still has mystical elements, especially with Michael Clark Duncan's character, and I don't want to give too much away, but it is just so well done. All the actors do such a phenomenal job, and it is just a wonderful movie. Coming in at number 4, I'm like tongue-tied, coming in at number 4 is Carrie, and that came out in 1976, and it stars Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie. And this movie is so, you can relate to it, at least as a girl. I feel like any girl could relate to feeling like maybe she's like an outcast in any situation. Maybe not so much we have these powers, but maybe we wished we had something to fight our bullies or our people that made fun of us. And Sissy Spacek does such a good job of showing the vulnerability, and it's just such a well done film, and you just feel like where Carrie might seem like she's the villain of the movie, you almost just feel so bad for her, and you root for her even though she's killing everybody. In the famous scene at the end, you feel so bad for her because her character is so tragic, and she has such a terrible mother, and it's just, you really feel for her, and it's just it's a gray area. And that's what I love so much about Carrie, because no one's either bad or good. I mean, sure, there are bad characters like the mom and the bullies, but no one is ever really black or white. And I just really, really, truly love that about Carrie. Sorry guys, the light is changed because I realized the bulb on my light was dimming and going out, so I had to change it really quick. I'm really sorry about the weird lighting in this video. Anyway, number 3 is The Mist, and it came out in 2007. It was also directed by Frank Darabont, who did The Green Mile, and it stars Thomas Jane. What I like in this movie, because I am a huge Walking Dead fan, there are a bunch of characters from The Walking Dead in this, and not just that, I feel like it is so underrated as a movie. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one, but the twist at the end of this is so good, and it's not about the mist or the monsters outside. It's really about the people of the town, and we ourselves, humans, can be monsters. I have a hard time saying that word. I don't know why. We ourselves can be monsters, and I just love how it plays with that idea. And basically the story is a huge mist takes over this town, and all of our characters are kind of forced into this grocery store, and they're stuck because if they go out, these like weird mist creatures get them. And there is one character played by Marcia Gay Harden, and she plays it so well. Another underrated actress. She plays this character so well, and Stephen King loves to put like fanatic religious people in his movie for some reason. I guess he's had a bad experience. But she plays on it, and it's just she just does such a good job. And like I said, the twist at the end is such a killer. And apparently, it wasn't in the book. I did never read the book, but apparently in the book it was different, and they changed it for the movie. Oh, it is so unfortunate. It is so sad. And it is definitely one of the best heart-wrenching endings in a movie I have ever seen. It is so good. So if you haven't seen The Mist, I would highly suggest you watch it. It is a really good one. Coming in at number 2 is The Shining, and it came out in 1980. It was directed by Stanley Kubrick, and it stars Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. And I feel like everyone has seen this movie. It is certainly a classic, and certainly one of the most quotable movies of all time. In case you haven't seen it, it is about a family who moves into this hotel during the winter, and the hotel closes down during the winter. And basically they take care of it, and Jack Nicholson's character is writing a novel, and he thinks that by them staying there in the winter, he would get this great inspiration for his novel. And it is just so creepy. There are a lot of weird, kind of scary moments, but the creepiest part to me is when Shelley Duvall finds the novel that Jack Nicholson's been writing the whole time, and literally it says, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy," and literally it's just pages of it. And he's been writing this the whole time, so he's been crazy this whole time, and you didn't even know. And it was just, oh, it's such a terrifying moment in movies, and it always has stuck with me as one of the most terrifying moments. And certainly a classic and one of Stephen King's best. And coming in at number 1, my favorite Stephen King movie adaptation is 1990's Misery, starring Kathy Bates and James Caan. This is not only one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations, it is also in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. I just think this movie is just so well done. Kathy Bates just commands the screen, commands the role, and it is just, every time I watch the movie, I watch this movie probably over 20 times. Every time you get the same sense of dread and terror, and you just feel like you are with James Caan in the room, tied down, and you yourself are thinking of ways how you're going to get out. And they both do such a good job. I mean, basically, it is just the two of them the entire movie. I mean, you have the sheriff character and his wife, but really you only have those 2 characters, and they carry the whole movie. And the tension is just so overwhelming. And I just think that Kathy Bates gives one of the best performances on screen I've ever seen. And I cannot recommend this movie enough. And I think it is Stephen King's, maybe his best work. I can't say enough about it. I could gush about it forever. But that has been my top 5 favorite Stephen King movie adaptations. I really hope you liked it. I have wanted to do this for a while, and now that it is coming out, I figured I would do it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys next time. Leave your favorite Stephen King movie adaptations in the comments. I love reading your comments under all my videos to see what you guys have to say. And of course, thank you guys again. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.